I'm here at ITEXPO East 2010. We're in the Miami Convention Center speaking with Chris Whiteley, who is the Director of Business Development for XG Technology. Chris, good afternoon. How are you?
Great, Rich.
So first I'm going to make one promotional plug. The good people at Cisco were nice enough to send me this Flip Minnow HD, and this is the first video that I'm shooting for TMC. Shot a bunch of my kids on it, but none official for the company. So we'll see. Hopefully, the quality is outstanding, and it's a pretty cool little device. So, having said that, Chris, tell me what's happening at your company.
Well, XG Technologies developed a mobile VoIP solution that's capable of delivering a mass scale of mobile VoIP conversations using unlicensed spectrum. So most industry experts would agree that someday all the voice conversations that are carried over 2G networks are going to be carried over IP. But when we look out there in the 4G wireless network options, we don't see a network that's actually taking that migration seriously. Primarily, they're not implementing a quality of service that's capable of supporting a number of simultaneous VoIP calls. XG Technology has developed a XMAX platform which is designed to meet that need as well as utilize unlicensed spectrum. Specifically, the platform's using the 902 to 928 unlicensed band, which covers about 924 million people from Greenland all the way down to Chile. So our focus right now is rolling out the equipment. It's out of the lab. It's in the field. We're doing drive testing and showcasing the capabilities of this new platform.
Now, I had done a test in your office last year around the September timeframe, and you told me that you've made some improvements and some of the things happening to the network are interesting and worth sharing. Could you repeat some of those, please?
Sure. So since you last visited, we've continued to progress with our roadmap. We've implemented some power management software in the handset, so it's no longer getting warm, as you had mentioned in your review. We have improved the amount of capacity that's on the network, and we are in the process of expanding the Showcase network with an eye towards covering Miami and Fort Lauderdale in conjunction with a potential partner.
So theoretically, next year for ITEXPO, you could have your network up and running, covering this convention center, in theory.
It's possible. In fact, that would be one of the sites that we would want to cover, is to be able to provide mobile VoIP, the first truly mobile VoIP service at one of your events would be an amazing capability.
So I believe next year's show is 13 months from now, so that gives you a little bit of time. So
yeah, well, if we create a little island of mobile VoIP service down here, right now we're looking at sort of this phased approach where we would expand the service in a concentric fashion, where we're managing, so it would basically sort of emanate out from an epicenter of Fort Lauderdale. So to the extent that we get all the way down here to Miami, that would be an accelerated rollout based off of what we have planned right now.
Okay. Interesting. Well, good luck. Hopefully you get a deep-pocketed partner who wants to embark upon that.
In fact, that's our strategy, Rich, is that we are going to expand it in an incremental basis, but to the extent that we have a partner that comes to the table, we should be able to make this a rapid-fire deployment.
Now, you'd also talk to me about having a USB device, right, for data?
That's correct. So the roadmap for our XMAX products includes another handset that will add a little bit of different consumer choice to the XMAX product line, as well as a USB dongle that will provide mobile data.
The other handset would be, what's the difference between that one and the one you currently have?
Different form factor, lower price point, a little bit more ruggedized, so just adds different strokes for different folks.
Okay. Interesting. Now, what about things like mobile browsing and having a more internet type device? Now, is that something you want to get into, is the device side of things?
XG is developing devices at this point because we don't have an OEM partner that is working with us on that would take over the handset design. But smartphones are absolutely where we want to go. We are anticipating embracing Android operating systems, open source. We're already open source where we're at now. We're on Qtopia. We'd also like to extend that to Android. We envision, in terms of a smartphone in our roadmap, it would be the next product after we come out with the mobile data dongle.
So theoretically, just distilling your product, your mobile product, onto a chip that could just drop into an off-the-shelf OEM phone, something like that? Is
that's what the company's business plan is, to become a fabless semiconductor play where we would provide baseband XMAX chips that can be implemented into regular cell phones.
So similar to a company out in San Diego that does...
Similar.
Yes. Okay, that's awesome. But
Yeah.
just using different technologies. Very exciting.
Yeah.
So are there any last items that I didn't touch on that you might want to share with the viewers?
Well, what I would say is that the technology's up. It's showing that what was once thought impossible is possible, that there is capacity available on unlicensed spectrum. It's becoming a hot topic of debate in Washington, D.C., is the liberalization or improvement of spectrum utilization. And so here's a technology that's using advanced cognitive radio techniques to deliver high-value services like mobile VoIP and data services using free spectrum. So...
Okay, well, good luck. I know you've got a number of high-level meetings with people from ITEXPO and the press and analysts, and I hope all those go really well for you, and I'm looking forward to testing out your phones, hopefully sometime in the future, your newer phones.
Great. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.